The general view of the city of Accra is interesting. Certain areas look well planned, depicting modernity and giving meaning to planning. Then there is a sharp contrast of other areas which typically shows an unplanned development or development that has no regard for planning regulations. Buildings under construction are a common sight in the city. As at 2012, Accra had an estimated population of 4 million. According to the Town and Country Planning, the city has been grappling with poor environmental issues such as sanitation, poor drainage system, bad roads, and traffic congestion due to inadequate planning. Urban planning requires the expertise of professionals such as planners, architects, surveyors, and civil engineers. However, state officials hold the key to the successful planning of a city, which means that laws governing development, right from the acquisition of land to construction of buildings, ought to be strictly enforced. It is even helpful if political leadership of the country acquired large tracts of land and, with the involvement of relevant professionals, direct how development is done on such lands. That surely brings sanity into the country's development. Unfortunately, that has not been the case in Ghana. We sought to find out more about the concept of urban planning from the Vice President of the Ghana Institute of Planners, Mr. Alfred Kwesi Poku.
A well-planned city should have services in the town placed in a manner that will be conducive to the movement and use of the resident. For example, roads should be clearly marked out so that people would know which way to pass. Lanes should be such that you can drive and park in front of your house. A well-planned city should have parks for children to play. There should be markets allocated in certain parts of the communities.
Mr. Kwesi Poku said the country's land tenure system is a contributory factor to the problem. The skylines of Accra has been changing, with high-rise building becoming the order of the day. The president of the Ghana Institute of Engineers, Magnus Linkonkwashi, said the development will help save land, but it also comes with its own challenges, including poor sewage system.
The challenge we have is that we need to find out the other complementary services such as drainage, sewage systems, electricity systems, and so on, to be sure that we don't get to a point where you have a nice skyline, but then when there are rains, it floods services.
The cantonments area was originally planned by the British as a military quarters in the Gold Coast era, but it is now a planned residential settlement. Most of the homes in the area have 3 to 4 bedrooms and are often occupied by middle class, the elite, and government officials. Many diplomatic missions in the country are in the cantonments area, including the U.S. Embassy. The poor, unable to cope with the high standard of living and high cost of building in urban centers, have resulted to putting up substandard structures. The end result is the proliferation of unauthorized structures in many urban areas. Unauthorized structures refer to permanent structures such as houses and temporary structures such as kiosks, metal containers, and any other structure that do not conform to the building regulation or land use regulations in towns and cities. This description best fits the area, the Legion village near Opebia building in Accra.
We came here almost over 10 years now. We have water, but only say toilet no day. We go to toilet for the gutter inside.
There is also this place near the motorway, which is fast developing into a slum.
We don't have anywhere to live. That is why we are here. We are pleading with the government to help us get or even build an affordable house so we pay in installments. We are pleading with authorities to give us about 1 month's notice before demolition.
In some cases, residents face serious risk when the terrain is insecure. In addition, residents often face segregation and social exclusion. We asked the Vice President of the Ghana Institute of Planners, Mr. Alfred Kwesi Opoku, about the way forward.
Politics has overrun planning, and it's high time we reversed it. That politicians or people who take who are in political position must understand that planning is important. If you go to another country, you get down from the airport, and as you drive through town, the first thing that hits you is the planning of the area. The beauty of the town and the way everything's so structured tells you that these people are rich.
In this time of rapid urbanization, the need for planning is even more urgent. If planning regulations are not enforced, our towns and cities would look more haphazard than it is now and would continue to face the challenges that comes with unplanned settlements, and worst of all, posterity would never forgive us.